It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Puka Nacua. Big plays follow him around. He comes in second in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Rams and the Lions under the lights on Sunday night.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen up here in the booth. Should be a good matchup here, Greg. A couple of playoff teams a year ago that are hoping to take that ultimate step and get to the Super Bowl this season.
And oftentimes, that's the most difficult step, right? You go from being a perennial playoff contender. That's great. But now, how many of these teams can now say,
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
He's coming off one of those games, Mike, where he just wasn't good enough. I mean, he wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. He was good at times. He just wasn't good enough times. And I think when you're playing the quarterback position and all of the focus is on you, your play has such a direct correlation between wins and losses that when you don't play your best, magnifying glass is on you. So he needs to bounce back this week. He needs to be more productive in the passing game, generate more big plays, and then eliminate the turnovers. He cannot continue to throw the ball to the other team.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Man in motion is Brown. From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
To return, it's Mixon. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out, Greg, by the number 1 overall pick way back in 2009, Matthew Stafford.
Last week was really all about the turnovers. He had some success throwing for 3 touchdowns. At times, the offense was really clicking and had some nice rhythm, but he has to eliminate the turnovers. Anytime that a defense can take the ball away, their odds of winning the game significantly increase. So coming into this game, can he continue to keep the good, continue to trust that passing game to score points and be aggressive on offense, and at the same time, eliminate the bad? That's going to be the key today, and if he can do that, man, this is as good an offense as we've seen in this league.
A first down throw for Stafford. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks, and at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Unloads downfield looking for Nacua. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
On first and 10, Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. He'll try the right side with Williams. He'll take this forward maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Still second down.
Stafford now on second down. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Again, it's Stafford. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Fourth down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. Donovan Peoples-Jones back to return. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And as we move into the second half of the season, you can see he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. That's a short one caught by Laporta. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
They'll go play action with Goff. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. Quick slant taken in by Amon-Ra. And they'll take this down inside the 35. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. What will the second quarter have in store? And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Goff to throw on 1st down. Catch is made by Wright. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing, and
he's in! Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he is in the midst of an MVP-type season. NFL leader in passing yardage, and he's up over 3,000 now for the season. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Stafford. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
And he'll be taken down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. That's on the longtime Cowboy, Tyron Smith.
Still first down.
Now it is 1st and goal. Here's Stafford. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Stafford. That is caught by the tight end. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Rams.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. And with half the season gone by, time to take a look at some of the candidates at this early date to bring home the award for the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath. Quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
That's good for the Lions.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Goff. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. On 1st down, it's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Goff. That pass caught by Amon-Ra. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Throwing, Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. It is a huge play for Detroit. 36 yards. Here's Goff. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. Now, Goff. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
that one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Noah Brown, touchdown Lions. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will move out to a 14-7 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Rams offense going to take over just before the half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Throwing, Stafford. They'll try to hit him with a screen.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. He'll start at the 4. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. And he's made a big impact in the passing game. As you look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On the carry, it's Williams. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out. And
a throw left side, going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
At the 46-yard line.
They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. From the gun on 3rd down, it's gone. And that is incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it's going to be 4th down. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Rams offense ready to get back at it. And look. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the play fake, here's Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. He connects downfield to Dotson. end up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Stafford now on second down. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that.
Field. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's first and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 12.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
Goff to throw. Throwing left side. And it's taken in by Williams. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for the Lions.
Williams in motion.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Goff going to throw here on first and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now Gibbs. And they finally wrestle him down at the Lions' 23-yard line.
That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On first and 10, here's Goff. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows. Make the quarterback
to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Detroit. Here's Bates for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Stafford. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Stafford to throw it. That's going to be caught.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop the depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the first down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover.
They face second down and 7. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
It's a game 2. Brings up third and 5.
From the gun, here's Gibbs. The offense is out there. 4th and inches.
It's 4th down and less than yard.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Go with their fullback trying to get it. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. They'll run with Gibbs. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down. They'll try it now with Gibbs. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Throwing again from his own end zone. This one is caught by Dotson. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line.
First down, Rams.
2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. The open receiver is Dotson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That's the 2nd time they found him on this drive, and this one's good for 24 yards. They'll drop to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25.